Hello everybody, and we are back with a cold episode of A Prehistoric Life. So, let's get started with this cold episode. Right now it is still spring, but it appears right now as winter is giving one more big winter blast before summer comes. And this cold weather is making animals really unhappy, and some are dying of frostbite or hypothermia. And because there's so much death going around, basically you could say that the cold would be the last plague of death going around. And bad news for the owls. And the cold started last night, and it's been going on ever since. And bad news for the Allosaurus. All 3 of their eggs are frozen solid. But the Allosaurus don't know it yet because they're in their cave. Luckily, they are not frozen themselves. And because of the cold and so much death and killing going around, there is one herd that has just about had enough of all this death. This freakishly huge dinosaur herd is led by a family of Triceratops. This bull male Triceratops is not the biggest in the area, but it's still very experienced and is still very aggressive, especially when guarding its herd. This whole herd has just about had enough of killing. They have lost a few members, but still, this is all that's left that has survived. So then, the bull male Triceratops has declared that that it's time to move to a different spot. He calls the herd to move out, and along with his mate follows, and their baby. A couple minutes into the herd's trip, and they're already having a straggler. This young female Dinosaurus cannot take the cold, and she is getting frostbite. And that's not the only problem. Before long, the herd is moving even faster, and the Dinosaurs is even further back than the Ankylosaurus. And whenever there's a Dinosaurus, there is always some Deinonychus. Her body is not big enough to handle this cold. And then. Finally, the herd now reaches the Dinosaurus lake, but only a few of them know that Dinosaurus lives in here. But sadly, the leader does not. The herd then gathers around the lake to drink, but they need to hurry so they don't stay in the same spot and get hypothermia or frostbite. But then, before the Dinosaurus can drag the Prehistoric down, the Ankylosaurus makes an awesome move. Dinosaurus gets back up. But then the Dinosaurus is now dead. He's gone now. All thanks to the Ankylosaurus. So now the herd keeps moving, and without stopping again. And because this herd is so big, they don't really have to worry about that much predators. But for the Triceratops, there is one predator that the herd fears the most. The herd did not run into any obstacles until the herd has just found a huge snowfield. But still, the male Triceratops tells the herd to keep going. But there are still predators that stalk the herd and eat the fallen bodies of the ones that cannot make it. Less than half the herd has passed away now, but then a new predator comes into the picture. And this airborne predator is aiming right for the baby Triceratops. He tries to drag the baby away. Finally, the pteranodon moves away. Luckily, the juvenile survived. Then the herd keeps moving. About an hour later, about half the herd has passed away now. But then a miracle happens for the herd. They have found the edge of the snow area. They have now found land that is not covered with snow. The juvenile had the ride on his mother's back. He was starting to get tired and his wounds were starting to act up. But luckily, he has not died yet. The male Triceratops then tells the herd to keep moving. To be continued.